Hi, welcome to Apify, your one-stop shop for web scraping and automation. In this tutorial, we are going to find out how you can turn any web page into an animated GIF in a matter of minutes. So let's start by asking, why would you need to create an animated GIF of a scrolling web page? One possibility is you might want to showcase your website and make it easier to share. A mere picture of a website won't do it justice. So if you want to display your website in, let's say, a blog post, a GIF that scrolls down to reveal the full page is what you need. Another reason might be that you need to evaluate the design and behavior of hundreds of web pages for the purpose of improving user experience. If that is something you do regularly, you'd be better off automating it. Normally, you would need to have programming skills to do this. Luckily, with Apify's GIF Scroll Animation tool, you don't need to write a single line of code to do it. So get your popcorn and get comfy, because in the next couple of minutes, you too will be able to turn any page into an animated GIF. Start by going to apify.it/GIF-scroll. You will be taken directly to the GIF Scroll Animation page. Here you will find an in-depth explanation of the tool and its features, so make sure you consult the README if you need more information. Now let's go ahead and click on Try for Free to get started. If you don't already have an Apify account, take a minute to sign up and you can take Apify for a test drive. There is no credit card required and you get $5 of credit every month. Otherwise, if you already have an Apify account, just log right in. Once we're on the GIF Scroll Animation page inside the console, let's create a new task so we can save this configuration and reuse it later. In the Input Options section, the only thing required is the URL of the web page that you want to turn into a GIF. The default setting is the Apify website, but you can choose any website you want. In our example, we will use giphy.com. One thing to note is that this tool usually does not require any proxies to run, but if necessary, for example if trying to access a geo-restricted web page, you can choose a proxy from the proxy options. In our case, we will not be using any proxies. There are also other optional input fields, so you can customize the generated GIF. The frame rate is for choosing the number of displayed frames per second. The scroll percentage affects the number of pixels that will be scrolled down. What that means is the higher the percentage, the faster the speed of scrolling in the generated GIF. The capture before action determines the amount of time the tool will wait to capture the screen before the next action, such as scrolling down. However, that's not all this tool can do. It can also click on specific elements on the screen and record the actions, making your GIFs even more interactive. To do that, you will need just a little technical knowledge. For example, to select an element, you need basic knowledge of Chrome developer tools, HTML and CSS selectors. But remember, this is optional, so don't worry about them if they seem too complicated. In this tutorial, we will not go into details, but you can find the relevant resources to learn about these topics in the video description. For this example, we will not use any of the optional fields, so you can see how easy it is to make a simple GIF from a web page. When you're ready, just click Run. While we're waiting for the run to finish, we will give you a brief explanation of how this tool works behind the scenes. This is the website URL we chose for this run. As we speak, the tool is accessing this website, scrolling down the page, and taking hundreds of pictures as it scrolls. Then these pictures will be compiled in sequence to animate the GIF. So, let's see the result. Your freshly minted GIF can be found under the Dataset tab. You can click on Preview and you'll see two newly generated URLs that you can copy and paste in another tab to see the result. Now you can download your GIF or send your unique GIF URL to anyone you'd like to share it with. If you're interested in more automation and data extraction tools, you can visit Apify Store to access hundreds of ready-to-use tools that can help you make the most of the web. If you enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to like and subscribe, and take a look at our other tutorials. let us know in the comments section what you'd like us to do a tutorial on next. That's it for now. So long, and thanks for all the likes.